How are you guys? We're out here. I've just pulled up late, as always. We got many on, Nicole?
16.
16. How is everyone today? I'll wait for a few more to come on and we will show you what we're dealing with. And we will see if we can get these on without wrecking anything. All right. Once we're at, say, 40, let me know.
Yep.
And we will get started. I'm just getting myself set up right now, guys. So we can get these things loaded up. All right. The guys are on there now. I'll give you a quick look at what we're dealing with. Okay, so HR wagon. Okay, there's no motor. It does have a diff. It's got a few parts and stuff in it. I have two HR wagons. Okay, but for me it's about the chrome strips, the glass, the rear louver. How cool is that? If anyone needs a manual console for an XD, look at that. You never know what you're going to find. But the insides for if any of you guys got a HR, insides for a tailgate, like it's hard. And I don't know if you just realise, like, see the tail lights are different on a wagon. They've got that extra bit up there. Okay, so just those little things.
Everybody's saying hi. We've got Memorambi, Nanango, Perth,
hey guys,
a few others.
And we've got this Premier as well. So, yeah.
Are there any surprises in there? Is it original?
Here's Master Voice. I don't think that's a HR one. Anyone tell me? That's not HR, is it? Which is a shame.
It's got stuff on the bottom.
No, it won't say HR or anything.
Mm.
I'll have to check against some of my other stuff, but can anyone tell us? Anyone out there, Holden Gurus, is that an original HR one? I'm fairly sure it's not, but anyway. Yeah, we've got a bit of different stuff in here.
Hey Beck, thanks for moderating for us this morning.
There's
Jesse from Melbourne. Chris from New Zealand.
There's a few sets of gauges. There's a few kick plates and stuff like that. There's chrome strips in the boot. See, I'll show you the difference in the tail lights. See, it's got, oh, look at that. It's got a wood grain, like, see, it's a Premier, this one, so it's got the wood grain stereo block off. How good's that? I haven't got any of those ones. And look at that. That sun visor. Look at the window. Oh, see the window thing, that there? I'll be very careful of that because, yeah, I've only got one of them on a HD. How cool's that? But yeah. All right. See the tail lights are different. So sedans and wagons. See the wagon has a big one on it and a sedan. Just a bit of HR trivia. You guys probably don't care, but I do. Yeah. All right. Let's get them loaded up. This one's actually got a disc brake front end in it. This one's got a disc brake front end in it, and like it's very rusty. They're both just really parts cars. The shell on this one's
got $2 from Espo.
Espo Legend, thank you very much for the super chat, mate. It always helps, especially when I'm out here wasting money on this sort of thing. But yeah. All right. I've stopped mucking about. I'll get the truck in front and we will start getting them loaded up. So it's going to be a bit of a process because there's no front end in this one.
So what are you going to be doing with these?
Oh, they're just parts cars. I've got plenty of HRs. I come out here last Friday to do a tow and I'd seen these ages ago because you can only just see them from the road. You can only just see that back bit of the wagon. And yeah, another mate, actually Tony, the guy that does my rust, actually spotted that wagon and told me about it. I come past, had a look, but never come out and saw the guy. But then asked him while I was out here and we done a deal, which is good. And then there's a Cortina. I don't know if you guys can see it just there, the green Cortina. We bought that as well for the channel. So yeah, that's part of the next bit. So I'm going to move this truck in front of this one and we will...
I'll just stand here.
Yep, start the process of getting it loaded up.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. My voice is coming back a bit. I'm still a bit chesty, basically coughing and stuff. So I'm just trying not to talk very much, but I'm getting better. Thanks for asking.
And just to make things more exciting, we changed the clutch slave.
Can't hear you, Red.
Just to make things more exciting, we changed the clutch slave cylinder yesterday, and it's not leading up properly. It must have air in the system, so no clutch today. But just adds to the excitement, doesn't it? There's two ways.
Hey, Ricky, how you going?
There's two ways we can do it.
Beck's first car was a Cortina.
Was it?
Yep.
If she still had it now, she'd be.
If you still had it now, Beck, you'd be rolling in it.
All right. I'll turn the winch controller off. Okay.
Thanks, Blind Garage. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. I haven't been talking for the last 24 hours. So I had a voice for today. If you hadn't seen my live video over on my channel, yesterday it was quite comical. I could barely talk. What car did you own when we first met, Red?
What's that?
What was the car that you owned when we first met? That I was the only girl that ever drove it. Calais, wasn't it?
The VN.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a VN Calais. We ended up putting a Group A kit on it, and it just wrecked the car.
Yeah.
We actually went to Bali. We were in Bali when it blew up. And
In the terrorist attack.
yeah, and the guy who was supposed
Morning,
to
Mark.
paint it thought that we died, so he didn't paint it while we were away. So when we got back, I still didn't have a car.
And Peter W is saying his first car on his P plates was a Cortina. Almost wrapped it around a tree. Well, that's not a good part of that story.
I'm looking forward to doing that Cortina. It is something very different for me to do. I'm just.
Oh, Beck was in a car accident in hers. Oh, no. Were you driving or was someone else driving?
Do we have many on?
Yeah, I've got 71 at the moment. Don't forget, give us a thumbs up if you're liking the content as well. Help us get seen. Oh, your brother, did you kick him in the backside? I would have. No, Beck's Cortina got smashed by her brother. Yeah, never lend your cars to anybody, eh?
Alright, so for the guys that have just we're out here picking up.
Ricky says, hey, Red.
G'day buddy, how are you? Hey guys, yes, we're just out here picking up HR sedan, HR wagon and the green Cortina. We'll probably come back to the green Cortina later.
Okay.
But
Wagon.
we will get there guys. I'm just trying to get
Cortina.
myself. The wagon has no wheels on it, which can always be a little bit troubling to get them loaded. So I'm just trying to put together a plan of how I can get it on.
Hey, Lux. Yeah, we're good. Thanks.
Without
Hey, Tina.
without damaging anything.
Tina says, hi, Red.
Hello, how are you? I'm not ignoring you guys, I'm just trying to get the job done, so I'll just keep following the process that I normally do.
Yeah, this is sort of the day in the life of Brendan.
Yeah, it's the nightmare that I create myself.
Hey, guys. Looks like a lot of fun.
Fun.
Not a lot of this sort of in places in New Zealand, so thanks for the content, both Red and Nicole. Obviously don't get taken in by all the dangerous animals in our country.
Alright, so for a bit of background, okay, so we're in Kingaroy right now. So Kingaroy is 3 hours west of Brisbane. We actually live in Kingaroy. The workshop's in Nanango, which is about half an hour away from here. It's like the next suburb across. Yeah, and these are cars I've known about for a while, but I just hadn't never met the guy or spoken to him about them. But I've done a tow out here. I picked up a Triton Ute last Friday, and generally, yeah, I think there's been comments of why do you do towing so cheap? The reason I'm so cheap is so I can get onto places like this. Like I'll do a cheap tow, but that tow then leads to this, that, and that's what it's all
Peter
about.
said it's a good nightmare though.
Oh, it has its moments, trust me. I put my neck out at the start of the week. I can hardly move my neck, but this sort of one can be a bit troubling.
Espo asks, how many cars do you have?
Oh, 300 or 400. It's not that I've got 300 or 400. Like, a lot of those are just work cars for the wrecking yard. Collector cars, probably 30.
Adam Loy says, love the content, keep up the good work. Espo says, yeah. 300. Ooh.
What's that?
Espo said, yeah, about your cars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have an understanding family. That's the key to the whole.
Now, the only reason I'm understanding is because I'm into quilting, and that's just as expensive. So if I say nothing, he can say nothing. Works both ways.
Oh.
And Peter W says you could never have too many cars. So
No. Well,
that's exactly right.
When it's my job and it's what I do, I come home from a mining job to do this full time. So,
Evan Thomas says, hey Red, from Dusty Commodores in Labour west of Toowoomba.
how are you, buddy? Didn't I drop a VPSS out to you?
Maybe. Espo saying he's loving the content.
You were one of the very smart ones. That there was. I'm pretty sure that Dusty Commodores. He bought there was one up in Rockhampton, VPSS. It was quite a nice car, $2,500 I think it was.
Hey Patrick from
And
Taree.
that was cheap to me. No one would buy it. Like, it just sat there, and the guy couldn't sell it. But it was a really, really nice car.
Yep, that was him.
Yep. And he ended up buying it. And
He's got a good memory for cars and where they go to.
I thought to myself, I should have bought this myself, but at the time I didn't have the money. Yeah, and he had a lot of Commodores out there, like say, yeah, and he had containers full of SS interior.
Ricky is saying that you towed a Navara for him.
Okay.
Yep.
Awesome. It's good that there's clients on here that I'll
Yeah.
help out. Like, that's...
So that was Evan from Dusty Commodores.
Yep.
That you've done that one for. Ricky's saying you've towed a Navara.
That was a long time ago. That was still back in the trailer days.
And Ricky says hi Red. Yeah, that was back in the early days. I remember that car too. Lux is keen for a VNSS on a shirt. Brendan has a meeting tomorrow with a merch person to get that underway. Just because of where we are situated in this lovely country of ours, we have a little bit of an issue with shipping and all that sort of stuff, and you know, we're a small area, there's not a lot of businesses here, so we're trying to keep the cost down as well, so we're trying to get someone local, and
I'm pretty sure we have.
Yeah, and we're pretty sure we have. We just got a meeting tomorrow, and yeah, and go from there. I missed that comment, Beck. What was that one? What happened? What's not good? Guy, I come home off trawlers and my cars were given away. Oh, that is not good. Oh, a guy said that he come home off the trawlers and someone had given his cars away. Yeah, that's not real nice. Are there going to be key rings? At this point in time, we're looking at all things, so we just don't know what's going to be the first things that are rolled out.
The first things will be the OG shirts.
Yep, well, there you go.
The OG Kingatow shirts will be the first thing that we roll out. From there, there'll be probably 2 or 3 car shirts. The VNSS, obviously, straight up, and maybe the Jag, the Jag shirts, and yeah, subby coolers, all
Mitchell
that sort of
from Mittagong Auto Wreckers sending support. I used to live in Mittagong, went to Barrel High.
G'day, buddy, how are you?
Everybody wants a VNSS shirt, most definitely. That's a high priority shirt, that one. And as Red was just saying, the OG Kingatow crew ones are also a high priority. Everything else will sort of just follow. We just want to see how we go in the meeting tomorrow, and we'll go from there. But you guys will be the first ones to know.
Yeah, you will know. Yeah.
We're hoping to have a full line of merch, so hats, stickers, key rings, all sorts of stuff. So yeah, hoodies.
Okay, so my plan here is not going to work.
Why not?
Because the axle's too wide and it's going to get on the guards.
Okay. So what are you going to do?
Roll old school and use a slide bonnet.
Okay, cool. Did you bring it?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes,
the OG shirts will probably be black.
yes, they'll be black.
They will be black.
Because I'll wear one every day.
Yeah, because he'll wear one every day, and as you can see, his lovely uniform is black.
All right, so I've just put this. I use this axle here for caravans. Like I put that under the drawbar so I can roll the caravans up onto the truck and back off the truck. And I was figuring that I'd be able to use it to put under the front here so it'll roll up easier. But the width of it is too wide and it's hitting on the guards. So the other way that I do this sort of stuff, I've never used one of these to do this before, but I didn't want to mark or wreck anything under this. I'm going to use a slide bonnet instead. So I'll show you that method now. And,
yeah, this is interesting, the next one. Yeah, I was down in the Southern Highlands in New South Wales for a considerable amount of time throughout my life. I went to high school in Barrel, and my dad worked at all the mines up in Peakton and Bargo and up that way. Lived up Bargo for a while, was at Yarrambil, lived all over the Southern Highlands and down in Wollongong, because I'm originally a Sydney girl. Brendan's originally a Geelong boy, a Geelong naughty boy.
from the Badlands.
It's been cold down in your neck of the woods a minute ago. Whew. I've only seen the tundra. I've got my best friend lives down in Tamor, so it's been cold down there. And Jaws lives in Wollongong. Hey, I used to live in Port Kembla. There's probably a few people on here that are friends of mine that used to live there. That was back when I was a teenager. I've got Werribee, Manly Beach in Sydney. I spent 13, 14 and 15 my summers there for school holidays on the beach. Lots of people watching from all over the place, Red.
It's good.
Yeah. What's that?
It's good.
Oh. Some firewood. Lux is in Adelaide.
If anyone likes snakes, this is where you'll find them.
Colin's in Taree. We've got Villawood in Sydney.
Oh. Plan 2.
This is where it's going to get interesting. He's going to go and get a bonnet, his slide bonnet, and he's going to slide it up, apparently. This is plan 2. Where we go, if this doesn't work, I don't know. I've only seen these 2 methods done when I've been out in the truck with him, so. Hey, Ben from Perth. So how's this work, Red?
Okay, so this is just a bonnet. Okay, so underneath your car, when there's no wheels, there's all sorts of stuff that can catch on the ramps and stuff on the way up and get wrecked. So I use a bonnet like this for it to slide on, and yet hopefully it protects the sills and stuff from getting caught. The problem I'm going to have is the front valance is wrecked anyway, so it's not really going to matter. You can only do what you can do, so yeah. Which I bought a second bonnet now. But we will see what happens, guys. All you can do is try. Alright. We will.
Jesse said to let you know my VUSS is nearly ready, and I'll send some pics.
Okay.
Yep, so. Dusty Commodore says I use copper logs under the seals to roll the cars without front ends.
Yeah, Yeah, I use sleepers at times. I didn't bring them with me today. I maybe should have now.
You got one there, don't you?
I've got two little ones.
Yeah.
It's not an exact science. It's just over the years, this is what I've sort of devised that I find works well. For
Espo, if you're looking for parts, join us on Wednesday night because we have our parts finder live video at 7:30 on Wednesday night. And if you can send the details through to Brendan, he will be able to maybe hook you up with someone. So, yeah, if you can just put all that together.
we put a call out across the country.
Yep, we'll put a call out across the country, as he just said, because he's in the bonnet, you probably couldn't hear him. Morning, Paul, how are you? I'm trying to get to everybody's questions. Espo said thanks. Yes, Beck, can you just put up Brendan's number for me, please? For those that are wondering who I'm talking to, Tech Beck is at home on the computer. Yeah, I sound a bit better. I went downhill yesterday again, but for the last 24 hours I haven't spoken.
Thank God for that, eh?
Yeah, bite me. That's not very nice, Brendan.
Oh, come on, that was funny.
I'll just put the camera down, hey? That's alright, he gives me shit like that all the time. Don't worry about it, Paul. I'll give it back just as good.
Alright, here we go.
What do you want me?
What's that? Anyway, so
Yeah.
hey, dude. They're just doing this live stream at the moment.
Yeah, so Beck's just put up the phone number. If you can just text him through what you're looking for, how many of whatever you're looking for, all the details, and yeah, and he'll do the best that he can to hook you up with someone around the country for it. We're trying to get this off the ground, so yeah, just text him through those details and we'll sort it out. And just tell him not what it's for, because he does get hundreds of text messages and phone calls every day. So just put it there. It's for the live stream on Wednesday night. No, we don't have an estimate on the shirts at this point because
25, 28.
yeah, it just depends on the meeting tomorrow. We'll have more details.
That normal price.
Okay, Ricky keeps saying hello, Red. Can you please say hello, Ricky?
Hello, Ricky. How are you, buddy? Was Ricky the one from the Navara yesterday? Is that
Yes.
Yes. How are you, buddy? I towed their car yesterday across to Gatton.
Yep. We don't know any prices on merchandise at this point in time. We have a meeting tomorrow.
It'll be that normal sort of price of shirts, you know. All right.
It's not working on this side.
It's not working on this side either.
Yep.
Everyone cross their fingers.
Okay, Ricky is now happy. Yes, that is the car.
Good to have you on board, buddy. Yeah, once you get the front up onto here, generally what will happen is the weight will transfer, especially when there's no motor. So
can you turn that off? The Navara's getting a new motor, Ricky said.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. It's their family car. And,
yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got it all up and it's going, right? Well, Red, it's hooked up over this side.
Oh, yeah.
just on the guard. It's hooked up on the trailer, so you're gonna have to release it a bit. Sorry, my voice isn't loud enough today, and it's flicked it off the rails.
Yeah, no, we're all good. Now our diff's our problem, so if I can get that bonnet under the diff there at the back, we should be cheering.
We do have something with wheels on it. We usually use that, but it was too wide, so it was going to hit the guard, so that's why we're not using it. So this is our next best option.
It's not an exact science. Every single car is different. This one I'm trying not to wreck on the way up. I do drag on a lot of wrecks with no wheels, but it's not an exact science. They move. Some of them have motors, some of them don't. Some of them have diffs, some of them don't. Some of them have springs, some of them don't. Some of them have steering arms that hang down. I've been doing it a long time and it works. You just do what you can and...
Lux is like... I hate this part of the job.
Pretty much set. Alright. And we've got a ramp to repair. Just how it goes. But yeah, alright. So that's one, guys. Yeah. Look at that. Stato mirror. Oh no, this mirror. It looks like a priest mirror, doesn't it? Righto, let's get this strapped on and on to the next one. What do you reckon, guys?
Hang on, I've got to come around where they can hear. Does that have both wipers on the front, Red?
What's that?
Does that have both wipers?
Yeah, both of them have, I think. Both of them have got wipers on this one.
Oh, because there's just one there on the ground. No, I didn't know what it was off. And is that off yours?
The laser. That's all right, I'll go through and pick up everything I need. Yeah, so what do you reckon, guys?
Lux was saying he was cracking up the other day with his mate on the test live when you said see you later, skater.
Yeah, I didn't realise.
Oh my god, the crap, the level of crap that comes out of this dude's mouth when no one's around just cracks me up. And as he gets more and more comfortable on camera, more and more of it will come out. I have no idea.
I watch back sometimes, I don't even realise what I've said. Like, it's crazy. But yeah. That's good that thing's on.
Yeah.
I know you guys are probably thinking, why are you bothering? But yeah, but this is why I'm poor all the time, because I waste all my money on crap like this. But someone's got to save it, eh? It's just, yeah.
Beck goes, I can vouch for that. Beck and I sit there and just laugh some days at some of the stuff you say.
But yeah, I don't know. I just thought this one was something different for you guys, you know, like it's more of why. Like, and they don't always go to plan like this, eh?
Yeah, it's put on a good show today.
So far.
Yeah, just make sure you talk louder, please.
Yep.
I can't throw my voice today.
Something stinks around here.
You?
No.
No? Oh.
See how mean she is to me?
I'm not mean to you at all. Hey, it's on video that you were mean to me first.
Oh, it's that now, is it?
Yeah, I thought that's how we've always worked.
Oh.
Red, you're a genuine Aussie bloke.
I don't know how many more have come on now. We are.
Oh, we're at 88.
Okay, so we're out the back of Kingaroy, which is about 3 hours west of Brisbane. We're about half an hour from the workshop, 40 minutes from the workshop. So we're fairly local today getting cars, but it's not always that simple, hey?
So I have a question. How do you get it back off? I've never actually seen you get them off.
Forklift. I'll put the forklift underneath
Oh,
that
okay,
spring there, lift that up,
Yep.
and then get the forklift under there, put a wheel under it so you can get the forks under it and get it off.
Cool. And where did this car come from originally? Like,
It was a rally car. It was a.
oh, okay. That explains all the signage on it.
They've done the bash or something like that.
Yeah, because it's obviously had a lot of sponsors from Toowoomba and like down the granite belt and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's just I know I'm going to need bits for my wagon. I know that the wagon doors don't get used as much, and the hinges bend when people try and open the back doors. Like these doors will probably be seized as well. It's just I know.
Oh, that's pretty good, isn't it?
This one's pretty good.
Yeah. A few people say it's a little bit pixelated today, but that's because we're out the back of Kingaroy, and we're out in southwestern Queensland. So
Oh, look at that. They've modified. Look at the handbrake. It's got a handbrake in the centre instead of on the see in the centre there. They don't have them. They have them up on the dash there. How cool's that? I'll be using that. That's the best bit of the day. That's mad. All right.
Cool. A little bit stiff.
Yeah. So we do the best we can with the internet, but it is very hard when you live out the back of bumfuck Idaho.
Boondocks would have been a better choice of words then.
Yeah. No, just someone said the other day on one of the things they want to come out for a day in the life. You know, it's not always as glamorous as rusty old HRs, but today it is.
How long does it take to repair your
Ramp.
ramp?
Oh, half an hour. I'll just chop that one out. Maybe there's three. That one, and that
And
one.
the one
Got
that
some
can-
bits
yeah.
of angle. I'll just weld them back together.
Cool.
It's not that bad. It's just...
So the next one to go on is this one?
Is that one? Yeah. This one's going to be easier because it's got wheels and it's got a steering wheel. Old mate gave me another spare wheel there, so and some wheel nuts, so I'll put the wheel on that. We've got to drag the front around though because of that poly pipe there. He doesn't want me driving over this.
Sorry, I'm laughing at comments that are coming up. Okay, so you can't drive over the poly pipe. Oh,
Yeah.
it's because that's his water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to be, when you're out on these places, you've got to be extremely respectful to the people.
So we're not on town water here, obviously, because we're out on farm. So that poly pipe there, we can't run over that. So it's going to be. How are you going to put this one on?
What's that?
What are you going to do? How are you putting this one on?
I'll put a wheel on the back of it.
Yep.
We'll hook it up to the strap to the front, drag the front around.
And flick it around into there.
And then we'll
Okay.
get the trailer and I'll back the trailer up to it and we'll
Yeah.
winch it on. There's plenty of room up there to once
Yeah.
we get it straight.
That must be his main source of water for his animals because it's coming out of his dam just there. Yeah, so they can't run over it.
A lot of the
definitely.
times people use dam water for washing and their toilet. Like so that toilet, they'll have a separate tank and run that to the house
So
for
they
their
got tank
toilet
over
so
there.
that they have one good tank full of good fresh water which they'll use for drinking and showering and stuff like that. Then they'll have a dam water tank that they use for their gardens and toilet flushing and stuff that doesn't need clean water. And I used to be a city boy, believe it or not.
And sorry about that. I just decided to go in and out. That's right. It got very close up of your face then. And we're in drought conditions here. As you can see, it's really dry. It's our dry season, but it's still extra
No
dry.
drought on old holdens though. Look at this, 2 in the one day. Woo! Living the dream.
Do you like fair lady Z's? Lux wants to know.
I tried to buy 2 the other day. I haven't heard back yet, and I've got that 300 ZX myself. The Z32, to be honest, Cedric had one for a long time. I'm not the biggest fan of them. But at the same time, I'm not really. I like any old car that still exists. They all have their own character and their own qualities, if you know what I mean. So that fuel tank looks good. Oh, you beauty.
What's going on? The fuel tank's good, is it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's very hard to get a HR. Oh, there's a big snake under there. No, I'm only kidding.
I'm out. Fucking don't do that shit, you bastard. Oh my god, you know that the phone's going one way and I'm legging it the other way, and then you can just fend for yourself. Freaking hate snakes. That's when you'll hear my language get real colourful. Yeah, well, we'll wait for the big hairy black spider that I'm going to throw in the bed tonight.
You'll be asleep.
I don't know. Shut up, Beck, don't laugh at me. They're all laughing at me now. Jeez, he's all so mean. Paranoid now?
Yep. You never know what's going to crawl on you. I know I'm cheating by putting wheels on it, but fine.
Man, I'm so not... Like, if I've got a gun, I'll just shoot the thing. But if I don't have a gun, I'm out. See ya. I'm gone.
Do we have any HR gurus on here? Is this a HR stereo? Any gurus? Is that a HR stereo? I don't think it is. It's a compact 7.
Espen wants to know when you're picking up the Cortina.
Today?
At some stage today. It won't be on the...
that only just got on board. We can go and have a look at it. I'll put this wheel on and we'll go for a walk and look at the Cortina, eh?
It won't be on the live though, will it? No.
I'll do a video and upload it tonight.
Yeah, it won't be on the live stream today, but we'll go over and have a look at it for you guys. And
I want to drive it today, so...
it's getting picked up today.
Yeah, I want to drive it today, so hopefully the captain's around this afternoon. I'll ring him later. And
Hamish wants to know, is that a big spider on your back?
probably.
Oh.
I've got a scorpion on my finger, see? HQ wheel nut somehow.
I missed that name. What is it? Short Do 382 had a compact 7 in a HG.
Compact 7. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's the next model up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that they only defend themselves when they feel threatened, but you know.
But I can be quite threatening at times.
But I'm not sticking around to find out if I'm threatening or not. So Brendan's on his own. I mean, considering what he does for a job and where he goes, and we go to a lot of places like that are worse than this, you don't often see them. They're usually long gone by the time the truck's rolling in.
There you go, guys.
I'm looking at.
Is that one? No, is that a baby?
No, that's just a worm. Well, don't play with it to find out, you idiots. Oh my god. Yeah, I agree. That's how I defend myself against them.
Woohoo!
Do you want me to put that in the truck?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you don't want that getting out. What else is in there?
Bit of extractors, couple of glove box lids, special badge on that one, some gauges, kick panels, door trims with chrome bits.
Wood grain in the dash.
Yeah, this here is good.
The front of the dash is pretty good.
Yeah, the dash pad isn't that bad on this one.
Yeah.
And it's got the, see on the side there, the chrome trim on the dash.
Yeah.
I've only got one other HR with that stuff on it in one of my utes. But that block off, the wood grain block off is pretty cool. I'm wondering if there's a wood grain.
Except for when snakes are involved. Remember your marriage vows. We're actually not married. There was no vows taken. So I'm out.
It's only 18 years.
Yeah, we can't rush this stuff, hey?
This one's on, so I'll put it in this one.
Yep. What?
Big oil container in it.
Is that? Lucky you looked, hey?
Yeah, mad old school sass.
Do you want me to open the door now? You want to put in the other car?
Yeah, I'll work that out later.
Just
All right, let's go have a look at the Cortina. I'll take a quick 5-second break then. Alright, we'll go have a look at this Cortina. Guys, who wants to look at the Cortina, or are we only here for holdens today?
Blind Garage goes, I could hear the panic in your voice. Oh. Here you go, you can carry this.
Alright, turn this around. Okay, alright, yeah, we'll go have a look at this Cortina, guys. Who's keen? Yeah, have you come across any HD X2s? I think a ute that I've got is an X2 because in it had X2 gauges. Everything leads to it being an X2, but it is very hard. There's no actual paperwork like to say build numbers or anything like that. Everything that was in it, leads it to being an X2, but it's hard to tell. So yeah, mate, I bought a HR for 5 count, 100% sure it's rust free. It was a bargain, got a 253 in it. Sweet, that sounds all right. I got offered one with a V8 in it a while back. All the trim had been done, but I haven't even looked at this Cortina yet. I bought it and paid for it, but I haven't even looked at it. If people offer me something at the right money, generally you can tell this guy's pretty straight up, like he's a pretty genuine sort of guy. You can tell whether it's going to be you're getting lied to or not. But anyway, let's check her out, guys. There you go, switch it around. All right, so he did tell me that the front had been smashed, right, and that it had a 6-cylinder in it with a 4-speed. Okay, so she's got an old iron head in it. Yeah, this support panel was a lot worse than what I thought it was going to be. But yeah, the chassis, yeah, she's going to need a lot more work than I thought. But it's still try and find a Cortina, I suppose. Yeah.
You got that?
Yep. I'll just have to be a bit creative, I think, guys. That's a start. It's a lot worse than what I thought it was going to be in that rail, but that doesn't mean I can't fabricate these panels. Someone will have the bits I need. Yeah, bonnet's toast. Sill, this guard's pretty good. Sill's good. Doors are okay. Rear quarters are good. She's pretty solid around the rear window. Rear beavers good. What a beast. Spiders, anyone? I think I've got a taco dash in one of these. Okay. Clutch works. Brakes, no brakes. Alright. I don't know. What do you guys reckon? I reckon that
What are your plans with it?
I'm going to keep it, build it, have it, love it, enjoy it, caress it. I don't really want to do a Falcon. I've got my Fairlane, but to do a Cortina I'm pretty keen, so alright.
Question, what are dog legs?
What's that?
Someone said, what are dog legs?
Dog legs.
Legs on dogs?
That's a rear dog leg. That's a rear dog leg there. And that's the spider. The front end actual cross member doesn't seem to be bent. The chassis rail seems alright as well. It's just that cosmetic stuff up the front there. So it's just a case of finding another Cortina and yeah, chopping this front bit off and putting another section on, which isn't the end of the world. I'm actually that's the bit that I enjoy, that fabrication side of it, the steel part of it, and that, so that there actually excites me. I'm actually looking forward to doing it.
You can't start it up, there's no battery in it. Someone said start it up, but there's no battery in it, is there?
There's not. Before we finish the live stream, we'll get these ones loaded up. If they're still charging the jump pack, we'll come and put a battery in it and we'll see if she goes. But the brakes don't work. If it's got a handbrake, I can still drive it today. Yeah, we'll be driving it today. That'll be cool.
I won't be driving it today. Brendan will be on his own.
It's good. All the glass is there. You got all your window regs. The dash is still complete, which is half the battle sometimes. Yeah, I just got to find a front end, which it's easier to find parts than what it is to find a vehicle. You know what I mean? So I'm happy. It's a bit worse than what I thought it was going to be, but it's still not bad. Yeah. If anyone's chasing H series parts, he does want to sell these bonnets and inner guards, and there's a bit of stuff here. I'll probably end up buying that stuff off him anyway for the 1-tonners we've got coming up. There's a couple of doors and yeah. They're chickens. There's an old truck here too over Kingatow. So what do you guys reckon? Do you want more of this sort of stuff? It's hard for me to know what you want to see. Like, to me it's just another day at work. It's what I drag my ass out of bed to do. Is that right?
Yep.
On a Nissan petrol, must be like Euro or whatever they call it.
Chris is saying, I'm thinking of buying a Jasmine Yellow HZ Kingswood with a 383 Holden motor in it. It's a bargain.
Yeah.
15k.
Is the Jasmine, is that like lavender colour yellow that the HTGKs come out in? If it is, I'd buy that just because of the colour.
Peter's saying this is awesome content. The video's a killer. Yeah, good content.
Alright, I've got this dolly out, put the rest of my crap away, and then hook up this trailer. I know, we'll drag this around first. Oh yeah. Alright, hang on.
Okay. He's thinking out loud. It was a little bit confusing. He's just working out of a plan of attack to get that onto the trailer, because for those that have just joined us, we can't run over that poly pipe because that's their water source from their dam down to the house for their animals, washing, toilet, all that sort of stuff. So
the last thing I want to do is...
We've got a bargain today, and we just be respectful to their wishes. They've
Not
left...
only that, this goes hand in hand. He's fairly entrenched in the car scene around here.
Yep.
And if I do the wrong thing here, I won't get any more cars down the track. I've got a really good name around the place, and I really intend to keep that. Alright. Okay.
Blind Man Garage says you're doing a really good job at describing the cars because he understands what you're talking about.
Thanks, buddy. Alright, I forget that you're there, dude, and you can't see, but I will try and do a bit more for you, mate.
Terry is on from Proserpine. Hey Terry, how you going?
Hey Terry, how are you, buddy? We're out again. These ones are slightly worse than the SV, buddy.
He's cheeky, isn't he, Terry?
I'm gonna Terry's the bloke we got the SV89 off. So everyone say hello and thank you to Terry for his support with the channel. I'm gonna instead of restoring it and pulling it apart now so no one sees it around for a long time, I think I'm gonna fix that rust a bit around the back window, pull the interior out, get rid of all the mold, and maybe the front screen out so it doesn't leak water anymore. And we're going to use the car for a while. We'll do some road trips on it, get it out and about, show some people before we pull it apart and restore it.
Yeah, we told the girls the other day that we're taking them to Uluru, and they weren't impressed. But I had them convinced. I don't know if you told them that we weren't. Did we tell them that we weren't in the end, or did we?
The one that we're taking is no better anyway. I pulled that out of the backyard in Cherbourg. Cherbourg is the local Aboriginal town. Like, in so that's where the formula come from. It was in a, yeah. So it's no better.
But yeah, they weren't impressed. The 15 and 13-year-old just looked at us as if we were nuts. And I'm like in the front of the car going, it's happening. It's happening. They didn't know what to think. Savannah told us that she wasn't going if we were taking it. Alright, just bear with him, guys. He's just got to do a little bit of moving the trucks and stuff and packing his stuff up so we can move on to the next part. Yeah, it is pretty good what you can find out here. But as Brendan was saying, he does have a really good name around the place. He's very respectful of everybody's wishes on their property. No, we're not, Seb, we're not taking the SV 89 to Ayers Rock. Far too much work has to be done on that for it.
And I really want to spend some time in the formula.
Yeah, so we're still taking the formula. We were just teasing our girls because the SV89 is sitting in the driveway and we pulled up in it and we were talking about the trip to Ayers Rock and we said, oh, did we tell you we're taking that car? And they're like, what? Because it still doesn't have a back window in it. It still hasn't. We just basically drove it from Proserpine, parked it in the driveway, and that's where it stayed. Brendan has driven it a couple of times over to Nanango. Got pulled up by the police. There's a video for that on the channel, so just go and have a look through that. I think the thumbnail is actually the police lights in the rear vision mirror. So and they were really cool about it. He got a car out of that and a subscriber off the them pulling him up. He was just taking over to Nanango to blow some cobwebs out, so to speak, and play with his toys. He likes to play with his toys. So yeah. So you're all on?
Should have put my dog up here first.
Go muscles.
If you're wondering if this is heavy, it is.
You right? No?
Not going there.
Okay. What motor's in the diner? What motor's in your truck?
This truck?
Yeah, I just threw my coat in.
A 4.9 litre diesel non-turbo 6-speed. I am going to sell the dual cab very soon and buy another late model one of these, a turbo one. Build another truck in the next 6 months or so.
What are you going to do about that oil?
Try.
Okay. Just reminding you it's there.
No, I know.
No, Chris is saying he knows a bloke that owns a wrecker yard in Perth. It's been around for 35 years. There's been lots of gems in there.
There are still some like old HRs and stuff in the Maryborough wrecking yard, which surprised me when I was there. But
and you haven't got them?
What's that?
And you didn't get them?
Oh, that'd be too expensive. That'd be way too expensive.
At least his life went to plan.
We had internet. We got better internet out in the middle of nowhere than what we do at the restaurant. But you can sort of see why.
It's still, they're saying that it is a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Hi Ricky, how you going?
G'day, buddy. Hey, Ricky. You can see why buying a project car, even a shell.
Beck's getting hit on in the comments.
You can see why it costs so much to buy a project car. Like, you've got to remember, even though I'm loading this now, if you had to pay someone to come out and pick this up, it sort of puts the price of these sort of cars up, even for a park car. And you got to remember we're still 3 hours west of Brisbane. So if you're in Brisbane and you found yourself a bargain out west, the price and the effort and the gear you need to actually move this stuff is crazy.
Evan's saying, I love work watching other people do it. Hey Big Mac, how you going? Yes, we're live.
Alright, no clutch, here we go.
I'm alright to just stand here?
Yep, yep, you just have to walk back when I come back to hook up that HR.
Beck doesn't own a WRX, it's Nicole that owns the WRX.
Turn that off so you don't have to listen to it chatter away. Alright.
Yeah, well, that's it, hey Beck.
Oh, does it ever end? And just so as you know, something smells out here. It's like all this cow poo. Right.
Are you sure it's not you?
I'm positive it's not me.
I thought it was a bit waffy in the truck. Oh dear me. Chris says his old boy had a few worked 186 HRs back in the day. Oh, where'd that go? Just disappeared. There it is. He did say he beat his mate in a stock 323 GTS. I wasn't there. I was a kid. LOL.
I remember stories from my mum. My dad had a 327 Bathurst Monaro HK, a green and gold one. And when I was a kid, apparently, she used to hate driving it because she had to take off in third gear because she couldn't take off in first or second because it would just spin the little cheese cutter conventional tyres.
Mark is in Melbourne. Hey guys, watching my 5.7 litre Statesman and watching your Legends.
Awesome, buddy. Glad to have you on board, dude. I wish I was just washing a car and not doing this. I don't know, it's something different. You just don't see this happen. Like,
Red, did you know that Cletus McFarlane is building a Camaro for the Summer Nats 2020?
yeah, how's that? And I think 2020 Summer Nats, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but isn't that in Rocky? So that's not actually too far away. Who knows, guys? If we can get this channel big enough, we might even be able to meet him and get him involved in something.
You fangirling?
Oh, he's a good dude. They do good stuff. Did you see someone sent the fan mail to him this morning? It was like 1,000 Mountain Dew cans to his workshop. How crazy is that? The stuff he gets sent is insane.
Was that a hint for Rockstar or whatever it is that you drink? That disgusting. Yeah, sure.
Alright, so what we're doing, guys, is we're moving this because there's a water line here. We've got to get it up there so I can get it on the truck up there or over there or somewhere else.
Okay, so there's the water line there. We can't drive on that. That's our main water line. So yeah, Red's just hooked that up and he's going to drag it out of the way. So it's got a steering wheel.
This was an auto.
Was it? Apparently it was a auto.
This was an auto. Which means it's got an auto cross member for my power glide. No, the cross member's missing.
Okay.
It's actually got good floors in it. Yeah. Oh, there's another stereo. Please be HR, please be HR, please be HR. No. It's a Road Chief. Anyone want to play some tapes?
Glove box. See glove box cover.
Yeah, it's a glove box. Not out of this one though.
Yeah.
This one I had Premier written on it because it was a Premier. The what I find out in these areas, there's the Premier one there.
Yeah, no, I'm looking in there. There's no snake.
That's out of that one.
Shells again.
Oh, that's because it's got the chrome strip and the spider. Yeah. But this
would
one
see
had...
the snake before any of you guys.
Don't worry about snakes, Christ. I do this every day.
I think James is from New Zealand, so they're not
This one's got
the
a
creepy crawlies that we have.
A heater core in it. I can't get the boot open yet. I don't want to just wreck it. But there's a little bit of stuff in the boot. So it looks like a standard jack. I don't know if that's out of a HR. There's a toolbox in here. Some door rubbers. I can't see anything really exciting. Looks like that boot rubber's good though. Yeah, I don't know. It's still got the bows here too for the hood liner, which is good. There you go, Nicole.
Thanks.
Yeah, there's a lot of good bits and pieces. The shell isn't actually that bad. It's actually a really, really good shell. It's just a shame about the rear quarters have been hit. Here, that's fixable though. That'll pop out. Yeah, it must have been a 186. Yeah, 186 power glide. Look at that. There you go. The 186. God, this would have been the perfect spec car. Yeah, how good's that?
It's very easy. Badges still on too.
Yeah. We're missing our Premier boot strip, which is a shame unless it's in the car. I do have a full set of strips. It's Premier, it says it there. I actually bought another car, and when I opened up the boot, it had a set of X2 exhaust manifolds, a 2-speed power glide. There was all sorts of gear in it. Seal molds are missing. All right, anyway, I should stop pissing about and it's done. Sorry. All right. Depending on what happens with that, I may need you to hold the steering wheel so it comes around the corner, but it should just come by itself.
Yeah, all right. Whoa, Red! All right, don't.
Oh, good.
Yep.
I won't even try and drag it over there in the open.
Yeah, it's sort of heading that way.
What a pay for it, even that. Yeah, you can stop this. Oh yeah. I wonder if the clips are in there.
Probably. Everything else seems to be in there.
Now you see why I get nothing done, guys. It's like Christmas. A really dirty Christmas.
But it is like Christmas. Don't you play with your cars on Christmas?
I do actually.
So, NZ Gearhead says he needs that visor. NZ gear headset, he needs that visor. Hey Red, have you ever been to Billy Hold's Wreckers in Dolby? That guy's has got gold everywhere.
The truck wreckers on the highway there.
I don't know what it is. It just says Billy Hold.
It does have a crossmember in it. Sweet. It's got a glide crossmember in it. And it's still got the linkages here for the auto. See, come over here. It's little things like, see, it's an auto column. Look, I've only got one other auto column, right? So it's an auto column, and it's got all the shifter linkage and stuff too, and it's got the power glide crossmember. It's little things like that that yeah, make it all worthwhile. Yeah, just on this car, just alone that to put a glide into my ute is awesome, you know? And a disc brake front end, and this would have been a really well spec'd car. This one would have been good.
I'm the only girl that drives the trucks that we know of in our business, because everybody's pretty rough on the gear. So, and we drive smaller trucks, and we need to have them looked after. So, at this point in time, it's just Brendan and I that drive trucks. I haven't been driving in the last, well, it'd be about 12 months, wouldn't it, Beck? I haven't driven the truck for a while now, because there's really been no need for me to do that. Brendan's just taking care of it. I used to do the runs down to a few runs down to Brisbane, drop cars off and stuff like that, pick them up. Yeah, I think no, because the dual cab only ran out of rego. I think we let that go out of rego not too long ago, so it'd be probably about 12 months, I think.
I just don't need the dual cab anymore because I don't carry passengers.
Oh, they're just asking if Beck drives the trucks. I said, no, it's me.
But the dual cab I just don't use anymore. Like, the kids don't come anymore, and yeah, it'd be good for someone that's got a drift car or a race car or something like that. There'll be photos go up this week of it. I've just got to fix when the wiring got done. I'm not happy with how it is. I want it a bit better than what it is. I don't want someone to buy it and have trouble. I want them to be able to use it. So I've just got to go through, and it's a lot easier for me to fix little bits and pieces than for someone else. So yeah.
And I know how Red likes things to be driven with kit gloves, and and he trusts me not to wreck the cars or trucks. So
Righto.
So what are you doing now?
I'm gonna go around, line up for the hook up the winch, drag it on. We're almost done. How's that?
Sweet. No, he doesn't like hot chili at all.
Righto.
Yeah, I know, Beck, hey. No, it's alright.
How many of you guys on there have got HRs?
So how Red's just asking, I don't know if you can hear him or not because there's a bit of wind around today. How many of you have HRs? No one's commented yet. I think a few of their old mans have had them.
Yep.
There's been comments of the older generation having them because you're old.
I got HRs in the end because they were affordable still. Like to try and find a HQ Monaro, even a good HQ at sedan and buy parts, it's just too expensive. Whereas HRs, you can still get at a reasonable price, and the Holden red motor, like who doesn't?
NZ Gearheads says that he has a HR wagon. Chris Smith says his dad has 5. Lux would like to know, do you like Hummers? Sorry.
Hummers.
I can't talk.
Hummers, as in a big four-wheel drive thing.
I'm assuming so.
It's not something that's ever sort of come up in my world. Yeah, like as you know, in Australia, the luxury car tax kills us buying anything like that, like Hummers and stuff like that. As far as four-wheel drives, I'm looking forward to building that four-wheel drive Cortina, but yeah.
Not Hummers, Humbers. H-U-M-B.
Humber Super Snipe.
Yeah, that must be what he's talking about. Yeah.
Not a big fan, but I do know a guy that has some. We can go look at them one day. There's a guy in here, Tony, a rough guy. He loves them.
Like the Humber Super Snipe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not something.
Sorry, I don't know cars, guys. I'm just reading the messages. So, like, I got nothing. I got a WRX. That's it, and a Kia. And the Kia's the daily driver. And I really want my WRX back, but the children just wreck stuff, so they're not allowed in it anymore.
Alright. Sorry I haven't uploaded videos, guys, but things have just been absolutely insanely busy. And by the time I get home at 8 or 9 o'clock, I set the computer up and I'm sitting there and I look at it and I can't even face it.
Well, every day this week you've been home 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, and you've left pretty early.
And then you've got to imagine you've got to...
I was wondering what was going on then, Beck. I was getting all these weird messages from Beck coming up, like letters and all the rest of it, and she's like, she must have went to the loo or something. And Dustin was commenting.
Hello, Dustin. How are you, little dude? Behave yourself.
Mr. Red just told you to behave yourself, Mr. D. Now, I don't think we can really do a skid in these cars today, guys. Sorry, and definitely not doing it in the truck. Sorry.
If anyone's looking...
No, I'm not. That depends who you ask, I suppose. No, I'm not a racer girl. But I'll race anybody from the lights in my WRX, and I just love it when the V8 utes try to race me, and then me and the girls are in there, and we take off and we leave them for dead, and they come up to the next red light with their head hanging in shame. And we just turn, all of us just turn and look and smile and then just drive off. But, yeah. But no, I wouldn't say I'm a racer girl. I do like fast cars though. And I do like going fast in my WRX. I get in trouble for it all the time. Off Brendan. And I used to like to drive the Skyline as well, but with the kids and doing groceries, there was no boot space in that bloody thing. So, yeah. So that one's gone on a lot easier and a lot quicker.
If anyone wants a good trailer, Hooked on Trailers at Beenleigh, Mark.
Yeah, they do good trailers, Hooked on Trailers.
I would have done 300,000 or 400,000 k's in this trailer.
Yeah, is this your original one?
This is the original trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this one we've had for 5 years now?
Yeah. I have bought another one recently from him. It's at home for the trailer hire business.
Yeah, we're getting all of ours through him, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those payoff plans, he's just a good dude to deal with. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So, Hooked on Trailers. has a Facebook site.
Beck, can you find Hooked on Trailers there in Binlee's? Guy's name's Mark. Can you pop that up in there for the guys? And we're not affiliated with that business except for
Except I buy trailers.
except we buy the trailers from him. But yeah, yeah, we're getting next weekend. We've just been extremely busy with our businesses in the last few weeks, and I've been ill, so we haven't had a chance to get out of town to go and get mics and stuff like that. So I do apologise, guys, that it's hard to hear Red at the moment, and it's windy also today, which makes it worse.
We were going to go tomorrow, but Nicole's still not feeling.
Yeah, I'm still not 100%, so.
And you can't buy anything in Kingaroy.
So we've got to head to Brisbane to go and get mics and all that sort of stuff.
I'm hoping the formula might be ready to take. So, yeah, I am getting the SS out tomorrow. I'm going to take that to go see the guy with the shirts and stuff. So, yeah.
Beck takes care of all my social media stuff, so if you want messages, you'll have to talk to Beck about that. Beck works for me in my quilting business, and she takes care of most of the social media stuff for Brendan and I, because we're extremely busy with our businesses and also YouTube as well. Yeah. Michael's saying he can remember outings in the HRs when he was a kid. He was born in the 60s. My dad had one too. Dad had a blue one. I don't know what sort it was, but I know I was in one. And I think we drove to Ballina in it.
We had FJ Holdens. We had two Milano Ivory, which are cream coloured ones with a red interior. Two show cars my whole childhood. So, yeah.
Thanks, Beck, for putting up that link for Hooked on Trailers. So that link that just went up for Hooked on Trailers, that's the trailer that Brendan's using right now. We are not affiliated with Hooked on Trailers. We just buy our trailers from them. This trailer, how many kilometres do you reckon this trailer's done, Red?
300,000-400,000 easy.
Yep, 300,000 or 400,000 easy, and it's still going like a champion. We've replaced, obviously, you put the winch mount on, didn't you, when you got it?
I done the winch and I moved the spare tyre.
And moved the
I've
spare
done
tyre.
some repairs along the way. I'm on the second set of springs. There's a video coming up where I've replaced some more shackles on it, but that sort of stuff just wears out.
Yeah, that's just normal wear and tear. Especially when you're driving in places like this, so, yeah. But awesome trailers. Reasonably priced too. I think that, like, by the time you make it yourself and spend all the time on it and all the rest of it, you can't go wrong with the prices that he charges. So if you're looking for a trailer in the Brisbane area or southeast Queensland area, Hooked on Trailers is the place to go. Do they do finance and stuff like that too? Yep, and they do finance. So
when I first started, I didn't have any money, and I think it was 900 deposit and 77 a fortnight for 18 months or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot.
And he had to do the tows to pay off his trailer. That's sort of how this all started. You know, funding his own little hobby of collecting cars and whatnot. So he got the trailer, and we decided that he'd have to pay it off. So he started doing cheap local tows for people, moving their cars around at first.
The deal was, because I used to go to Nicole to buy cars and say, can I have some money? And she used to hate it when we didn't have the money and had to say no. So one day she spat it and said, look, if you don't ask me for money, you can buy whatever you want. And look what happened.
But he leaves me alone now. I don't have to have a meeting every 2 minutes. Because it'd be about every 2 minutes that I'd have to sit down and talk to him about the cars. All right. Are we on? We on and strapped down and... Yep. Just getting rid of some oil out of one of the cars. But it's also about him being happy too. It's not just about me being happy. We're both very fortunate that we've landed in jobs that we're both passionate about. I do quilting, sewing and crafting with Beck, and Brendan does his cars. And so we're very, very fortunate that we've been able to do that. But in saying that, we've also worked very hard to get where we are. A lot of long hours.
We'll go see if we can start this Cortina.
Yep, I just need to get a drink. Are we driving down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Must have been that
It is so you.
that oil, I reckon.
It's so you.
It's that oil.
You stink.
See how mean she is, guys?
Look, your nose is near your armpit, so it must be you.
My back's too short.
Yeah, it's too close to your ass. No, we're not actually married. We're engaged. We've been engaged for 18 years. Can't rush these things. It's just a piece of paper at the end of the day. You got bills, mortgages and kids together, you're married, so.
You got cars to buy, you can't get married.
My favourite car I would buy, I've already got it. It's a WRX. I know, I'm pretty boring. Well, actually, maybe an EH. I wouldn't mind an EH. I know someone that had one when I was a kid and I used to like it.
I wouldn't mind a GT40, a Ford GT40. Someone asked me that the other day. I've been thinking about it, and a GT40. Oh, would be good.
I haven't really thought about it. Like, I like it. I don't know. Yeah, no, WRX. I'm happy. I've got my car, so.
My dream car is something cheap every Saturday.
Hey, Narrowly, how are you, hon? Ray's on, Red. Red?
Yeah.
Ray's on, she said hi.
Hey, Mary, how are you, buddy? How'd you go with my washing?
Your washing's in the hallway.
No, there's a thing of it. I asked them.
I don't know why you ask them, because you get disappointed every week.
I'll do it.
Hi, Red. Remember the old days in Geelong at Eastern Beach where you used to cruise around, sit on the hill and just watch the cars drive around? They were the good days. The Coopers left you alone.
The Coppers.
The Coppers.
Who's that?
Coppers, yeah. Sorry, it faded. That is Charles.
It's a blast from the past.
Yeah, Charles, some 169. I can't really see it, the glare of the sun.
What sort of car did you have back then, Charles?
And Grunt the Aussie just done a $5. Have a great weekend, Mr. Red and Mrs. Red. Thank you, Grunt. Appreciate that.
Thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. You're absolute legend. Who was it?
I don't know who it was. It Charles someone. Hang on, I've just got to find it. Charles Galilee of 69 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. They've got channel names, so
Yeah.
like I have no idea who it is.
I do remember the old Eastern Beach. You'd go to Eastern Beach and it was like the promenade.
Maybe he's reminiscing and asking you if you remember it.
In Geelong where we grew up, there was Kev's car park where you'd go hang out and have a cheeseburger. But then down at Eastern Beach, which is the promenade in Geelong, they throw oil down and you drive in and there's a big wall. Dudes would let loose and smash into the wall, and yeah, but then the coppers come down one night and everyone was throwing bottles at them and just almost turned the divvy van over, and yeah, and then after that, if you went down to Eastern Beach, you get locked up. But yeah, they were mad nights sitting on, like you'd get hundreds of people up on this hill just watching skids all night. It was mad.
Evan wants to know, do you have a PO box for fan mail?
I don't have a PO box, but there's the workshop. So 14 Racecourse Road, Nanango. Yeah, which is on any of the sites. I can put it in the description and stuff like that.
I'll hook up your description so it automatically goes in there, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. So yeah, just
I'll
for
put all
the
yours.
workshop. There is a business that runs every day. I'm not your normal bloke that hides and you can't ring me and stuff. I run a business.
Yeah, we're not paranoid.
Yeah, I'm not paranoid. Like realistically, what are you going to do? All right.
You've got to bring a tow truck and a lot of them to get anything.
Yeah. That's exactly. All right, we'll go down. We'll see if this.
Hairy Scary goes, Divvy Van, laughing my ass off. You can tell your age, Red.
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll jump in. We'll go have a look at this Cortina. I don't think it's going to start. We'll hit the key anyway. See what's going to happen. And then we'll probably pull the pin there, guys.
I'm gonna hold that so I can get in.
Yep. Righto. I've got no clutch in this thing today. It's we changed the slave cylinder because it was leaking yesterday, and there must be air in the system. So to get any clutch at all, I had to pump it about 4 times every time I change gears. But I didn't really have the option to not do this live stream today, did I, guys? So,
sorry about the bouncing around.
Yeah, where's the gate? Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this morning. It was something different. So the guys that have just come on board, we are 3 hours west of Brisbane, out the back of Kingaroy where we live. Yeah, it's just another day in the life, really. Someone commented the other day about, you know, coming for a day and seeing what I do. It's not always as exciting as this. What's over there?
The next door neighbour.
Yeah, but what's that?
I don't know.
It looks like a little Suzuki Ute thing.
No, it's a van.
Is it?
Yeah, a little van.
Did it have Mazda Bongo? Oh no, it's only
Yeah.
false alarm.
Yeah.
No, false alarm. Forget that. But that will probably end up in my yard eventually. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. If this is something you enjoyed, I can take you out and about again. A lot of the times when I do these jobs, there's no phone service.
Mark says, Buggy, you Red, now I want a monster burger from Kegs.
Is Kev still around? Like, is it still a thing? Yeah. Alright, let's see if this thing will start, eh?
Yeah. He knew what you meant. I didn't, because I'm not from there. And no, it's not around, Red.
What's that?
Kev's isn't around anymore.
Oh, okay. Hey, it was good back in the day. It was, yeah, it was crazy. I had a mate back when I was young. The P plate laws just come in, and there was you couldn't drive a 308. So we got a 308, ground the 308 off the side of the block with a grinder, then got a 253, chopped that out of the block, ground it back, arrow-died a 253 to the block, put the engine numbers on so you could go racing. No one could touch it because you're in a 308. Everyone else has got 253s, and she was just an animal. Yeah, if Matt watches, you'll remember that, buddy. That was a mate's car, it wasn't mine.
There's a thing there to hold it up, but...
Is it?
Yeah, look.
I thought they were broken auto springs.
It's going to hold?
Probably not.
Do you want me to hold it?
No, it's all good. Just leave it. When it falls, it falls.
It smacks you in the head. Yeah, no, we'll go with that, hey?
It'll knock some sense into me.
Maybe. Doubt it. Highly unlikely. It's still happening at Eastern Beach now, just not so often. This is Dane Berwick, found Kev's caravan just over 12 months ago.
Really?
Cool.
If I was there, I'd have to go and buy that.
It's been awesome to watch Kingatow's Outback Adventures. 2 thumbs up from Michael Whitney.
I'm hoping you guys are going to come with us when we do these Australia trips. Like, it's going to be awesome. I am a big fan of this country. Like, I've travelled all over the world, and I do honestly believe with my whole heart that Australia is the best country in the world.
Oh, not Dane. Someone found Kev's caravan. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Did they restore it or anything? Or
I don't think so.
that's a big part of Australia. That thing, big part of my childhood, anyway. All right. Are we going to skid?
Not in this yard, you won't be. Oh my god, I can't believe it's turning over. Dane's been saying that Kev hasn't been around for a long time.
Yeah, he was old when I was there, and I was only 16 years old, 15, 16. Yeah. She's got no fuel, but to me that sounds like it's going to go. So it would surprise me if we don't dump some fuel in this thing. I don't have any with me now.
Blind Garage is saying I fell out of the back of a HR station wagon when I was a kid while my brother was driving. Need fuel down the guts, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no fuel, and we got none here with us.
I didn't bring any with me. I wasn't coming to get cars going. But there will be a video done on this today. Hopefully I'll get it back to the workshop in time. I'm guessing the captain hopefully stays around this weekend. But either way, all right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know, just another day. Yeah, we might thank you to the people that gave us a super chat today. It always helps.
Aussie the Grunt and Espo, thank you very much.
Aussie the Grunt and Expo, thank you very much for your super chats today. All that support always helps.
Thanks, Steve-O.
Thank you very much, Steve-O. Okay, guys. Yeah, hopefully merch tomorrow. And
we'll have some more information on that either on Wednesday night or next Saturday.
Yeah.
We'll let you know how we're progressing. It just comes down to formalities now, guys. It's just meetings, getting stuff in place, getting the stuff sorted, paying for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna pull the pin
and Lux says, latest skater.
Latest skater. I'll return these 20 phone calls, and yeah.
Thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you all again next time.
See you later.